Welcome back to Rogersville, Tennessee, as we get ready for Heritage Days Festival coming up all this weekend. Right now, I'm joined by Renee Trent here with the Heritage Association. And Renee, you told me just a few moments ago you're in charge of all of the food. Now, you cannot have a great festival without great food.
You are exactly right. I am everyone's favorite person that comes to Heritage Days. I took over food about 4 years ago, and we've been steadily growing in food vendors. This year's our record number. We have 17 different food vendors coming from Rogersville, even to Nashville. So we're going to have all kinds of food choices, from lunch, breakfast, dessert, you name it, we got it. So come on down and check out those wonderful food vendors.
And they were telling me earlier, Pam was telling me earlier, the food trucks will be down on this side road over here. It's kind of food alley down here, and you can't stir people with a stick when all those food trucks get in here.
Exactly. That's how I know I'm the favorite one. The food trucks originally went down Depot Street. We still do that. We go further down Depot Street, but now we've had to curve and go down Washington behind the courthouse as well because we're getting so many. I actually turned one down 2 days ago.
Oh, so wow.
People are still wanting to come. Try again next year. We'd love to have you.
And when we talk about something for everybody, we say that a lot. I mean, but when you talk about having that many trucks, that many vendors, you really do. You can afford a lot of different tastes for folks, can't you?
Exactly. And anytime I get a new food vendor, I always ask them, what is it you're serving? I want to make sure that I don't have 17 barbecues.
Right.
So I try to make sure we have a good variety, from chicken on a stick to cheesecake on a stick. Anything on a stick, we got you covered.
You can do an entire meal on a stick. I like that. But that's what festivals are all about. I mean, coming together, having a great time with your friends and your family, and enjoying some great food.
Exactly. We do have something for everyone. We have the Youngins Yard with a lot of playthings, the Demonstrators Yard, everything here. Not the food trucks, but the crafts are homemade or handmade or homegrown.
Right.
So that gives you something to come home and take home for later. But the fresh food, they'll start coming in just a few minutes here, and we'll start setting up ready to serve at 5 o'clock. So come on down tonight and have your dinner with us at Heritage Days.
And you were mentioning, you don't want to duplicate a lot of different things, but you also want to get some unique things into. What is one of the more unique things that you think that y'all will have on a menu down here?
We have a Japanese steakhouse.
All right.
We've never had that before. I'm looking forward to that. But the most anxious thing that I'm looking forward to is we have a barbecue.
Right.
And I explained to him we already have a pretty big barbecue, but he says not my way. So he has barbecue with a Mexican flair.
Okay.
So I'm very curious to see what that's going to be like.
Maybe a little barbacoa.
Barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely. And you said you had to turn one person away, but you do have the fan favorites that come back year after year, don't you?
Oh yes, we have Denton's out of Knoxville. He brings all kinds of the typical fair foods, Philly cheesecakes, the foot-long hot dogs, those things. We have Southern Craft Barbecue coming back. We have kettle corn, so much kettle corn that we have to limit how many we have. We have the Hungarians and their Polish sausage, we have it all.
And there's so many festivals around. It's important that you make sure that you've got great food to draw those folks in and keep them here for your festival.
Exactly. And I'll go around Sunday and ask them how their weekend went. Is there anything we could make it better? And go ahead and give them an application for next year and say, get that in so we can reserve your spot. Because they go fast.
And this festival, you grew up here. You know what this festival means to the folks around here. What does it mean to you?
To me, it's a homecoming of sorts, almost like church and calling everyone back. You see people at Heritage Days that you haven't seen since high school, and it's a chance to catch up with your friends, to hang out with those even people that still live here that I don't get to see that often. It's a good time to schedule your reunions and your family reunions, class reunions, and because so many people will come back just for this one event. We're very proud of it, and it's a great time.
All right, Renee Trent, thank you so much. Hey, folks. I can guarantee you one thing. You're not going to go hungry if you come down to Heritage Days Festival here in Rogersville. They're going to have plenty of great food. We're going to do some more talking about this great 3-day festival coming up just a little later in the show.